Hi, welcome to this video. I'm really happy that you're here because I want to show you a great tool if you are willing to learn Spanish, especially if you want to do it by yourself. My name is Daniela Barrera and I want to share with you this book that I found really useful. I've been teaching English for a while and I really like this material because I think it's really complete. So I love this book and not another book because this one comes with an app. So the app has flashcards and also the audio of the exercises. So if you're completing your book, you can listen to the exercises. So you're starting to practice listening, you start practicing reading at the same time. So I like this book a lot because, for example, it has the topic 1. So in the first pages, you will find the explanation totally in English so you can understand this grammar part. And after that, you're going to have different exercises. So maybe are multiple choice, or just complete the gap, or translate something like a small text. So it has different activities so you can complete them in order to understand the lesson. What I really like is that the explanation is in English, so you don't really need a guide or a teacher to use this book. You can use it, you can do it, but if you're willing to learn by yourself, it's a great tool to do it. Okay, so I want to show you some topics that are here in the book. So in the first page, this book has a grammar structure and also teaches you the context of using it. Why? Because it has a glossary on the back and it has the answer as well on the back. So if you're reading, for example, lesson 1, okay, I think I understand. I'm going to complete by listening with my app. And at the end of this lesson, I can check my answers. So I think that's really awesome because you don't need to doubt and you don't need to check with somebody else if you're not sure. You just go to the back and that's it. You know if your answer is correct or not. So this book has present tense. It helps you to understand how conjugation works because in Spanish, sometimes it's challenging to learn all the conjugations, especially with regular verbs and irregular verbs. But this book helps you to know how to work with the conjugation, also the irregular part. Okay? It has as well ser estar, which is challenging sometimes for you to identify because in English you only have one to be, right? So it's complicated when using it, or how is it going to be for you? Because in English it's just one way, in Spanish is two ways. So it has this topic. It's one of the first topics and I really find really useful because it doesn't matter like the level. This topic is very important. Also talks about the past tense. It's called preterite tense. And it's really useful if you want to express things about your past and also to tell a story. So I find this topic really useful. The imperfect tense, it's already in this book. The imperfect tense, it doesn't exist in English. And I know it's going to be challenging for you at the beginning, but remember that it comes with explanation in English, don't worry. And also has how to use the past and imperfect. Both are combined when you want to use the past tense when telling a story. So it's really cool in this way. So you're going to have also future conditional, reflexive verbs, and not reflexive verbs, how they change, the progressive tense, things that you're doing right now. There are also verbs called compound tenses, so things that you have done in a period of time. So that's the compound tense. Also, in the future and the past, the compound tenses are very common. You can find them also in English, and we do have that in Spanish in this book. What else? There's something called subjunctive in Spanish. This one is very funny because you don't have that in English, but this book helps you to understand how it works, because in Spanish, when we try to talk about our hopes or a desire or unknown things, we use this tense. And this topic is here on the book. So I find this topic is something that you have to know if you're going to start learning Spanish. Of course, this topic, it's a little bit intermediate, but it doesn't matter if you want to start understanding this topic. Commands, it's another topic really important in this book, because it's just the orders that are going to give or you're going to receive. So besides the conjugation, the commands are very important to know when people is asking you to do something. Nouns and articles are in this book. These articles are the in English, but in Spanish we do have 4 different to say the. So this is another thing that this book covers. Adjectives, how to describe things, how to describe people, and how to describe places and situations, and how it works everything in Spanish. I love this book because it has so many topics, and you can start, maybe if you want to start learning Spanish by yourself, you can do it. And maybe to complete this book, it will take you like around maybe 6 months, around 6 months to 8 months. So it comes with a lot of topics. I guess, in my opinion, once you finish this book, you're going to be intermediate level. Remember that this book has this app, and you can always listen to the exercises. So I really like this book because I love giving extra tools to my students. Like, it doesn't matter if they have class with me or not. This helps you to do it by yourself if you want to. So if you have a question, or you can't have a teacher, or you can't pay a course, or you just don't want to, this is going to help you to do it by yourself. Just remember to keep the speaking part of the practice whenever you want to and whenever you can. Okay? So that's why I really like this book. Please, if you have any question, if you have used this book, please let us know, and things that are going to be really helpful for other people, maybe seeing your comment. Please feel free to leave your comments. You can always follow us on our social media, and everything is going to be here on your description. Okay? I hope that you have an excellent day, and I will see you next time. Bye.